And we are live.
Miss you. Love you so much.
Hello, hello. Who's there? It's
Let me go
like
to our channel.
80. Yeah. So let's see. And if anyone's tuning in on YouTube, hello. Let's see.
Start watching.
There you go. Right. So today, I hope everyone's eaten today.
I know.
You haven't eaten.
Porridge.
I haven't. Well, I ate when the kids got home, and then I was like, oh, I'm just gonna have a sandwich and stuff, and I just get too stressed before I like eating wise, and I was like, oh, I'll just eat after. Is it? Oh yeah, I see myself.
Jake in the background.
Always our muse.
Our muse.
Jake.
Yeah, we'll give people like 5 minutes.
So let's see. Oh man, this episode is gonna make me so hungry. Like, just think about, like, all I've been doing is like flipping through May's Instagram.
That's dangerous, man.
Yeah, I know. Every time something comes up, like, even some of my Swedish friends actually follow her because I posted on my Instagram.
Yeah.
And my friend always messages me and it's like, but seriously, she's like, can I just eat my phone?
So, it's dangerous.
I know. I can never do like, oh, Filipino food. That is the one.
We got Jimbo.
Hello, Jimboy.
Who is on Twitch.
How are you? Magandang gabi. To anyone watching and's not logged in through Twitch or YouTube, hello.
Good evening.
Good evening. Magandang gabi. Bayan. I just love in the Nolly De Castro. Magandang gabi, Bayan.
Oh, I have her website up. It's so yummy to look at.
Hi, Christine. Oh, yeah. Expect to get hungry for this stream because we would just be talking food. Where are you logging in from, Christine? Hi, Angie. Good morning.
Hey, good morning.
Las Vegas.
Viva Las Vegas.
How is Las Vegas? How is Vegas? Who else have we got here? Yay.
Canada. So it's afternoon.
Oh, hey. So it's around 2. Are you on the East Coast or West Coast? Because what is it on the East Coast? It's about 2 p.m. I think. And let's see.
Oh, look at Jake in the background.
Always in the background.
Always in the background. Let me move that.
Yes, Angeli, the Vegas.
Put money on red.
Oh, so what are you eating, Christine? What's for lunch? I think that's the important question today. What's everyone eating? What's cooking? Jimbo made adobo today. Chicken adobo. I wonder what May made today. We'll ask her when she comes in.
You winning? Okay.
So yeah. So should we do our little intro?
Yeah,
You
sure.
you can start.
Cool. Ano ulam? So,
Yeah.
hi everyone. Welcome to episode 5. I'm Buhay Taglish, aka Sam, and Jake is our muse who will pop up every now and then. Don't mind him. Yeah, there you go. You won. Shh. And my co-host is
My name's Tanya, aka Hugate. Always is. Aka Hugatera Diaries. I'm based in Sweden. And yeah, so welcome to episode 5. Um, Today, it's Cinco de Mayo as well. Not that we've got any Mexican in us, but you know. It was just yeah. Anyways, today's topic is about food, and more specifically Filipino food. And our guest today is what would you call her, an advocate for Filipino food.
she's probably the
Yeah,
leading advocate in the UK right now.
yeah, I would say so. So she likes to call herself a home cook. But I would see her more as an advocate for Filipino food, and also she's a social media content creator. So let's introduce Food with May, aka May.
Hi
There she
guys!
is.
Hi, welcome.
Thank you for having me.
Mabuhay.
Magandang gabi.
Yeah, magandang gabi. Thanks for we've really been looking forward to this episode. I know we spoke like a few months ago as we were planning this, and I was like, oh, and every time I speak to you, I'm always hungry. You always make us hungry.
It
Like
means
you're
that my Instagram's doing, a good job getting
yes,
to
yes,
go over their phones.
yeah. So we just asked like an important question earlier.
Yeah.
What is for dinner?
For dinner.
Yeah,
So
what did you cook today?
I made some inihaw na manok.
Mm-hmm.
I actually just grilled it in the oven because we don't really have a barbecue in
Mm-hmm.
the balcony. And then some rice, of course.
Yeah.
Because when we went away for bank holiday weekend,
Mm-hmm.
we didn't have any rice. Can you believe it? All we had was fish and chips or scampi and chips. There was loads
So,
of chips involved.
so English food, because
and a
you were by
pasta.
the seaside, or yeah.
Yeah, we went to Isle of Wight,
Mm-hmm.
which was really nice. It's not too bad of a drive.
Yeah.
So after that trip, I'm like, I really want some rice. So I'm gonna have some inihaw rice and some salad. I was going to make some tortang talong as well, but then I didn't have time. So I'll have to do that for tomorrow.
You got me already. Like I'm hungry. Yeah.
I know.
hungry.
I should eat.
Yeah.
I'm gonna eat after this. I'm gonna be.
Yeah. So, but yeah, no, but like I was saying, I was telling Sam earlier, because I've shared your page, your content before on my personal Instagram, and so I've got like friends here in Sweden that actually like started following you, and sometimes like when some food comes up and they're like, seriously, I'm gonna eat my phone. she's like, she's like, does she expect me to eat my phone? So yeah, so I love the content. I love like all the videos that you put up, but I think we can start with introducing yourself. Like, who is Food with May, and what do you do, and tell us about your your journey into becoming food with May.
God. That's hot. Someone just my daughter just gave me tea and it's boiling. Oh my god!
You okay?
Yeah. So who is May? You know what? I started my catering business when I was volunteering for Philippine Generations. I was one of the founding director. There was 5 of us, and it was basically to promote, educate, and empower Filipinos, especially second generation Filipinos in the UK. And we're doing this event to go to the Philippine embassy. We want Philippine embassy to notice us. That migrant workers now have children and they're having grandchildren here. So you need to invest more time in the younger Filipinos. Yes, yes, yes. We're British passport, whatever, but we're still Filipino. That was kind of like our ethos at that time, because we felt ignored by the embassy, by our own government. So, okay, it worked a little bit. And then at the same time, during this time, my father passed away. But I was already I was already thinking that Filipino food needs to be, we need more of it, basically, in London. I think at that time, maybe there was 3 restaurants all scattered around central London, or maybe 1 in East, 1 in what's that, West or Northwest or something, and then where's another one? Maybe Elscore. Is that Northwest as well, or just South or Southwest?
I think that's West.
West.
That's West
Yeah.
as well. Okay, they're all West and then East, where Filipinos are probably more concentrated in those areas. I thought, I've seen this program in America. They have this underground restaurant that people, it's like come dine with me, where they have a set menu and they go to this secret location. So, we can do that, because I want to talk to people, British people, about Filipino food. And if they taste it and I explain it to them, then maybe, they'll be more enticed into eating more Filipino food. And at the same time, hopefully anyone will see it, will feel inspired, and would want to cook Filipino food and maybe have it as a business. So I one of my friends at that time, also volunteering for Philippine Generations, Adobros, Mark, I said, look, you've got the house. Do you think we could host something in your house? I'll bring all my gear and everything to South. And then he was like, yeah, that's a great idea. So we did that to begin with. So I hosted my first supper club in his house. So we did about 3 or 4 events, because he lives so far away. I think New Cross, and I live in central London.
Oh, wow, that is far.
Yeah, and we didn't have a car at that time.
Wow.
On
Okay.
the train, literally.
Wow.
Train. And afterwards, you have to tidy up, and by this time it's already probably midnight, getting home, and it's so far away. I said, look, I love your house. He has a really nice house, but I just can't do the up and going kind of thing. So we decided to do 2 different supper clubs.
Right.
London is huge. There's loads of people in London. We're not going to be. There's enough of people for both of us, basically. So that's what we did. And basically, my father passed away, and my catering business was named after him, because he was the one who taught me how to cook Filipino food. And it just kind of like made me, food was my way of mourning for him.
Right.
And getting over loss, and also feeling closer to Philippines.
Right.
So it kind of it stemmed from those to now. So after maybe 5 years or 5 years, I thought, okay, I feel like I have mourned my dad enough. I'm ready to move on. That's what it was. It felt like I'm ready to move on to my next chapter. So I rebranded to Foodwithmae, and I thought, I need to up my game when it comes to like photography. So I self-taught on watching YouTube videos on how to take photos and video and things like that. So I was thinking, if I don't do anything with Filipino food, then I can become maybe a stylist or like a food photographer or something like that. So what I've always aimed at for Filipino food is not to make it modern. I want to
Right.
keep close to like authentic as possible,
Mm-hmm.
but to maybe present it in a way that we're not used to, because we eat in such communally. You
Yeah.
know, we put like a bowl for everybody to share on the table,
Mm-hmm.
but in the Western world, it isn't completely like that. You know, so I had to like find a way to plate it nicely to make it more appealing to the Western eyes,
Yeah.
especially to the British where I live, and I think it's working. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I think I like to keep an essence of, if you're Filipino, you know that's adobo, you know that's kare kare, but it's
Right.
still I try my best to present it like the other cuisines
Right.
have.
Yeah.
So, in the eyes, when
Mm-hmm.
British people look at it and go, "That looks really appetizing. What is it?" You know, because you first see the food, you first taste the food with your eyes, then you'd want to eat it.
Yeah.
So, you know, that's basically me. That's
Mm-hmm.
a very long explanation.
Yeah, no, but
No.
but it's funny because that was actually one of the questions I was going to ask you, what your view was on reinventing Filipino food, and all of this deconstruct, because that's such a thing now, deconstructing different foods to make it more relevant, to make it, and well, you answered that, but like, so what do you think about like that whole
Um,
deconstructing in a sense, or like you want to stick to the authenticity, right?
yeah,
That's basically what you're doing.
yeah.
And
For me,
but
that's my thing, because I'm not classically trained, and you know,
mm-hmm,
I eat food. I make food that I would eat at home and my children would eat at home.
right,
I just like, like add a bit of
yeah,
kick to it and make it
mm-hmm,
more appetizing.
yeah,
My opinion on deconstructing Filipino
mm-hmm.
food.
Or like reinvent, like
And
revamping Filipino food, and
I
like
don't like it when they say especially like classically trained chef, when they say
mm-hmm,
I'm elevating Filipino food.
right,
Like,
mm-hmm,
where are you taking it?
yeah,
To the moon.
yeah, exactly.
To the moon?
To the moon.
Yeah, yeah,
Because I don't think it needs elevating
mm-hmm.
in the taste way. In presentation wise, yes, I would say
We just dump it on
probably
rice.
Yeah, exactly. Like
we
it
probably
doesn't, it isn't very appeal. Like a lot of Filipino food, it's like you said, it's like salo salo style, isn't it? Like
yeah,
it's all communal, like you
communal,
said.
yeah,
So when it's just there, it's kind of like it's just soup based, or it's like
yeah,
stews and stuff, but it's not like, it doesn't like be like, oh, unless you're Filipino yourself and you know exactly what it is, then you're like,
yeah,
oh wow, that looks
yeah.
amazing.
I
That's my
think
favorite.
Yeah.
the whole table. I
Mm,
think if it's like at home with your
yeah.
friends, family, that's fine. I mean, we're
Mm-hmm.
not saying oh, you need to make it look posh at home. I mean, if you
Right.
can, if you want to, but
Yeah.
I think if you're in the field where I am, where I'm
Mm-hmm.
creating content and recipes online, or if you're a food business, I think it's important that you kind of present it where the Western eyes can acknowledge that it's appetizing.
Mm-hmm.
But in a sense where I'm not against modernizing Filipino food at
Mm-hmm.
all, or
Yeah.
deconstructing. I just
Yeah.
think that this is a very, very, very hard thing to do. As long
Mm-hmm.
as you can keep the essence of the food there,
Mm-hmm.
it might not look like sinigang to me, but when I
Mm-hmm.
bite on it,
Mm-hmm.
I want to taste sinigang.
Right.
Know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I went to a restaurant in London and he had this kare kare. It was like kare kare bowls, and I thought, I'm not really 100%, buying it from my first impression of it.
Mm-hmm.
But when I bit it, I was like, wow, that actually tastes like kare kare. I don't know
Mm-hmm.
what he did, but
Yeah.
whatever he did, it
Yeah.
went well. And
Yeah.
I want to see. I see a lot of classically trained chef, or
Mm-hmm.
who went to school,
Yeah.
trying to elevate Filipino food and make it modern, but in a
Mm-hmm.
way, staying away from what the essence of that dish is. And I just think, well, you want to educate Filipino or non-Filipinos where you are,
Mm-hmm.
but then they don't even know what the food is, because
Yeah.
you've moved away so far from
Mm-hmm.
what it should be.
Yeah.
The Philippines, you know what, they go, oh, Filipino food don't taste like Filipino food in Philippines.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what is that? Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
there's something wrong there, I
Mm-hmm.
think.
Yeah.
And I love it when it works. And that's a very fine line to
Mm-hmm.
balance, because it could tip either way.
Yeah.
But and do it if you are that kind of chef. Do it. Just
Mm-hmm.
you need to be mindful and respectful to um the dish, basically.
Right. Yeah. No, I totally agree. Like it's like the flavors there,
Yeah.
but if it loses that taste of, like, if you're gonna eat adobo and it
Yeah.
doesn't taste anything like adobo, then it's like, then it's not adobo, is it?
No, it's not.
So
I think people are trying too hard, and we don't need to. We don't. We it can be like tweaked a bit, but we actually don't need to. We
Mhm.
just need to like get it out there.
yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
Like
Exactly.
what are we doing wrong? Like
Yeah,
apart from all like the
exactly.
Asian countries, what are we doing wrong?
Yeah.
We're not doing anything wrong. Filipino
Mhm.
food is so we're at the starting point of the cuisine world.
Yeah.
Chinese, Thai, who else in Asia?
Malaysian and
Malaysian, Korean got famous because of pop.
Which
P-pop
yeah.
is so great.
No.
And
Yeah.
Vietnamese food is also going in that direction, but
Mhm.
people know about Vietnamese food. Not very.
Right.
It's so distinct. Filipino food is so distinct. It's harder to, we're still growing and finding our grounds. And actually, in my live Instagram, I was asking, where are we going wrong,
Mhm.
and what can we learn from other countries, from other
Mm.
cuisine.
Yeah.
And really, a lot of people, my guests were saying that we probably will need like signature dishes
That's it. Yeah.
to go to the front line, and
Mhm.
basically, so then people can associate Filipino food with those dishes and go, oh,
Yeah.
I know
Exactly.
because
Yeah.
when you go like, I'm gonna have Chinese today, you know
Mhm.
exactly what you're
Yeah.
getting. But when you
Exactly.
go Filipino, I think people probably just, those who know will probably
Mhm.
go, oh yeah, adobo, isn't it?
Yeah.
Adobo. Because
Mhm.
you're always talking about
Yeah,
adobo.
exactly. Exactly. But there's one thing, like, because it is such a difficult question. If someone asks you, someone that hasn't had Filipino food, and goes, "What is Filipino food?" And it's like, okay, do you explain the dish? But then they ask me like questions like, "Oh, is it spicy like Thai food?" They'll go, So they're trying to, like, okay, relate it to something else Asian, but then it doesn't really relate to any of that. Well, it does, pancit, it comes from the Chinese, and like, okay, it's got lots of influences. But for you, if someone asks you that question, what is Filipino food, how would you
but this is
answer
why
it?
I asked the other chef so I
Mm-hmm.
could talk to them, because
Right.
it's a really hard question to answer, because
Mm-hmm.
there's no like one sentence, one liner for Filipino food. The
Right.
only thing I would say is that our food is influenced by our history. So we have all the influences of our colonizers, such as
Mm-hmm.
Spain, America, a little bit of the Chinese influence in there due to our
Right.
trading through trading before
Mm-hmm.
Spain, and some Mexican actually. So I mean, I would say it's Filipino food. If I was to put it in one sentence, it's worldly. So you have your noodles, you have your stews, you have your
Yeah.
fried stuff, you have honestly, you
Yeah.
could probably say it's a worldly food. You have a bit of everything from different continents, guys. Come on.
Right.
How
Yeah.
can somebody say Filipino food isn't good?
Yeah.
They were given a good dish. They're probably given.
So we've got Jimbo in Stockholm here. He said the world needs to know what original Filipino is in its basic form before it's experimented on. And
Yeah,
that's exactly what you were
Yeah.
saying. It's
Yeah.
introducing it as it is
Yeah.
before anything, because otherwise it's just going to be like, oh yeah, this is Filipino food, but then really it's not. And it's going to be like
Yeah.
people going to the Philippines, oh, this doesn't taste like Filipino food. Like the
Yeah.
So
they're confused. They're
yeah.
confused when they go back and go, why doesn't this taste like my friend's so and so?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But yeah, it's oh yeah, it's true. Somebody
Nothing
said
but
then the smell of burnt coconut husk.
Now I can smell it.
Yeah, me too. I'm like, everyone just went silent and like
Smell it.
smell that coconut.
True, actually. When I was living in the Philippines, they would have that in the afternoon or morning. Morning, actually, because where my mum's from, there's a lot of coconut harvesting in the area, and they would burn the husk but smoke the meat. They call it copra, and I think they use it for oil or something. So they sell that to bigger companies. But then what they do to dry it is to smoke it.
Right.
So they'll be smoking for like a whole day. But you can actually smell it.
Wow. Yeah. But yeah, it's really interesting because like you covered a lot of what we wanted to ask you. And I was thinking along the lines of how have you done it? How do you feel you've done it differently from others that have tried? Because like we were saying earlier, me and Sam feel like you're one of the leading ones in the UK that have actually been able to like penetrate the outside, like not just the Filipinos. Like I'm assuming a lot of your followers aren't just Filipinos. Yeah.
She cooked with Ninang Berry about.
Yeah, exactly. We'll go to that. That's something like we want to talk about as well.
I wouldn't say I'm anyone different. I'm unique because I feel that I am true to myself. I'm proud of my Filipino roots, and that's what makes me unique. And before Foodwithmae, I was so caught up in, I need to look professional, or I need to be this, I need to be that for Pepe's Kitchen.
Right.
But then, after, before the new chapter came in, I had to make a decision. Like, this doesn't feel right. I don't feel like myself. I have to write like, you probably read my blog, right? It's how I would speak. I said to Adrian, no, I can't read a blog how, posh person would write something. I can only write it how I would say it. I said to him, and it would flow easier, I said. And he said, well, if that's the writing that you want to do, that's what you should do. And that's what I did, because it's a lot easier to flow. Because if I was trying, what's that syndrome? Imposter syndrome.
Okay. Yeah.
I felt a lot of that before.
Right. Trying to be someone else, and
basically. And since that I did that, I feel more confident in myself, in my ability to cook Filipino food. This is how I cook Filipino food, how my dad taught me, how I grew up in the Philippines. If you like it, fantastic. We're on common ground. If you don't like it, oh, sorry.
Sorry na lang.
Sorry. It's the authenticity.
Yeah, exactly. No, I love that. I love that you're true to yourself. You're true to what you're doing, and I think that's why it's exactly what Jimbo's saying. It's very inspiring, and I think that's what Yeah, and someone else said, Sandra said, what confidence, and I think it's confidence in a positive way, not to be taken in a not in a mayabang way, but like, you're really confident, and you really like love your heritage, you love the Filipino food, and that's why I feel like you really are an advocate for us, and it's so nice to see you representing, because it's been like so long. It's just now that we're actually like it, I know in the UK, especially during lockdown, I've just been seeing, because obviously I've been seeing your page, and I've been seeing Sam, she posts a lot of like, different Filipino businesses that have popped up.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's amazing how it's just like, everyone's making pandesal, and everyone's it's becoming I think you can go more into that, Sam, because you know more about the UK foods that
I think
popped
like
up.
May held the torch. I know May is still holding the torch.
Yeah.
She's up there. I think everybody's just finally come to realize, like, I don't know what it is, like it's similar with my page. I became a parent, and then I realized, oh crap, like how long has my mum got left? I won't have any reference. I won't have anything to pass on. And like food is a very strong one, because I really wasn't like, I didn't really watch my mom, and now I live alone. I'm like, okay, mom, how do I cook this? But with what you do, it's like, okay, I can go to someone on the internet. She is like my generation, and you can give measurements. I hate when you ask your parents and they're like, you put this and you drop that, and I'm like, how many meals is that?
Exactly. Yeah.
No, I need measurements.
Yeah. Do you know what, actually, when I cook just for the family, I don't measure.
No.
But for the blog and for you guys, I measure. But then I remember, oh yeah, I measured it this way, so maybe I should do it that way.
Yeah.
So, but if things change, if I'm cooking for like a party or something, and there's more than 4 of us, then I'll be like, yeah, a bit of this and a bit of that.
Yeah.
That was true. But it's really hard to do Filipino food sometimes, like you said, because I asked my aunties in the Philippines and my uncle and neighbors, and go, so how much do we add of this to this? And go, you just taste. You add a bit.
Yeah.
You taste. If it's not enough, you add more, and then you taste until you got it.
Yeah. It's like, okay. Basta ganun lang.
Tansya-tansyahin mo
Yeah.
na.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mom and my father-in-law does that. I'm like, okay, we'll figure it out.
Yeah, exactly.
Basically, that's what they're telling us. Go figure it out.
Yeah. And like, what do you think our generation like is doing differently from, like, why didn't it work earlier, like with the older generation? I mean, they stuck to like especially like in America, there's lots of like Filipino restaurants and like carinderias and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But then that's more focused on just Filipinos. How do you feel like the younger generation, what is the younger generation doing different from that older generation?
You know what? Internet. I think if our parents and their parents before them had internet, I think
Wi-Fi.
we would probably be. You know what? It's a generational thing, and I think our parents are so used to be employed. Now the new generation have the internet to learn different things. Not that our parents didn't have a good job. They have a job that is stable, but I think now our generation wants more than that. So they're becoming entrepreneurs. They're learning online to whatever their passion might be. And I think we are coming into the entrepreneurial side of Filipinos. And it's really great to see, like you said, there's loads of Filipino businesses that came up during lockdown. I was like, oh my God, there's so many bakeries. I can't really bake, guys. Like I put bacon stuff on there, but that's because I've done it like 10 times or 20 times and I failed like 18 times. And I'm like, okay, I'm confident that this could work. But, you know, I think the difference with with the new generations now are that they are more on the entrepreneurial mindset. That's
Right.
what it is. And they've got the internet to learn it from.
Right.
Our parents and grandparents, you know, they were too busy surviving. That's what it is. They were surviving. Now they've survived for us to live better lives and to be better people. So now we have the privilege to be whoever we want to be.
Yeah.
So if you want to be an artist, be an artist. That's what we have. That's what they've given us. That's the gift that they've given us. And
you don't need to be a nurse.
No.
Yeah, you don't have to. I mean, if that's your passion, go for it. You know, I mean, I'm sure there are still people in the Philippines who are still on the survival mode. But fortunately, it's the case for many countries. You know, there are still people out there. But we have also that chance to be better and for our children to have a better life.
And I think it's keeping up traditions as well, especially like what Sam's doing, like, you know, for our children.
Yeah.
It's so important, like, you know, keeping on that food, you know, because if we don't cook it, we're gonna lose it. Like our kids, we're gonna lose it. It's the same with what Sam does with Boy Taglish, like the language. If we don't teach it, then, you know, our children aren't gonna learn it. It's like it. That's
Can
gone.
I do kids to you? They know just like phrases and words, but they can't put the sentences together. Oh, we should try and do a session like during the summer holidays. I'll just send them to
send them to school.
On that online there.
Yeah, actually, online
Tagalog classes.
I mean, we did a little bit of that with Philippine generations. That was one of the main projects that we wanted to do. And what we found at that time, the adults, well, I'm talking about between 25 to 30 years old Filipinos wanting to learn more about their language. So they attended the language class. So I taught a couple of the classes as well, but I mainly wanted to do the children's classes.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it didn't really go as well as the adult one because the children don't decide if they want to do it. It's the parents. The parents have to decide that it's good for their children to learn the language. And unfortunately, it wasn't one of the popular thing. The children's language class wasn't a popular class. So, you know, having to rent a room and then all the expenses around it. I was volunteering, so, you know, my services was free. But like supplies, you still need to buy papers and copy stuff and books and things like that and rent the room. Insurance as well, we have to pay insurance, the checks for all the teachers, you know, like I don't know if what is in Norway, but it's like are they CRB or DBS check or something? It's some like
CRB
criminal record.
Yeah.
CRB.
Right.
Yeah, so it was CRB checks as well.
Yeah, because here in because here in Sweden, Sam knows this. If you have a second language at home, the school is obliged to provide a tutor for your kids. So my kids have Tagalog lessons through school. So they
so
have
jealous of that.
So it's like an extracurricular activity, like after school that they do. At the moment, they do it every 2 weeks, but when my daughter starts school, they're going to do it once a week.
That's amazing. I wish they here as well. That would be amazing. And also, it would great jobs for Filipinos. You know, it's an opportunity for Filipino linguists to have a job in a school.
Exactly.
So,
I feel like there was a gap. I don't know about you, May. Like, I think like when we were growing up, our parents like threw the Filipino culture in our face. And then it went quiet. Like no one was having more taboos.
Yeah.
Like it just went really really
Yeah.
down. Like even when you went
Mhm.
barrio, like you didn't see anyone in barrio. It was all the nurses.
Yeah.
Right.
And then now with like a lockdown, I think it's peaked up a bit.
Yeah.
Like the UK born Filipinos are now like, actually, I
Like
now want to be
seeking back
aware.
to
Yeah, they've
seeking
gone
back
back.
to
It's like
heritage.
now that I've got a son, I'm like, okay, I would love for him to learn tinikling, but where?
Mhm.
Oh, that group, Lahing Kayo Mangge, they were recruiting children. So
Are they still
actually,
running?
See?
yeah, they're still running. It's just that because of lockdown and they have a lot of elderly in their group, they
Mhm.
decided not to do any more classes. So I was actually going to send the kids last year before the second lockdown, but then they said, you know what, actually probably we'll start again when the pandemic is over, because they don't want to risk their volunteers. They're volunteers as well, so they
Yeah.
make money like when they do have their show 1 or 2 a year. So that's how they make some sort of money for themselves.
Right.
But otherwise, it's just um they do Sunday practices, they learn tinikling, or they learn. And I thought, oh, maybe if I send the girls there, they'll learn the language as well, because they'll be with lolas and other children as
Mhm.
well. And the
Yeah.
children that are there are grandchildren of the lola that dances in
Their
that group.
dances.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool.
I want my son to be taught by Tita Ellen. I got taught by Tita Ellen.
Is she in the Line Kayo Mangi group?
I think she joined them now. I think she ended up being part of their crew.
Yeah, I think she should do. Yeah, you should do, because I'm gonna do it for the girls, because I think it's really important as well, because we have it here, we have it in the UK, and we should make the most of it. The same as I've been trying to push the girls to do Eskrima. It's the Filipino martial
Oh,
art.
I
cool.
want that.
Yeah.
I want that for my
Um,
son.
they don't want to do it, and I said just do it for like self defense.
You want?
Just
For
do it.
self-defense. For
Yeah, it's important.
yeah. So I was thinking if we can
Yeah.
go back to May. We'll go back to May. Um uh we were talking about like the things you've done and the things like one of the biggest things you've done, you've actually been on TV and represented with your cooking and represented Filipino food. Could you tell us more about
Yeah,
that experience and
yeah,
how it went about?
yeah. TV was actually TV food. We were still Philippine generations. We were contacted to be on this UK TV food. Uh,
Oh,
You're breaking up.
Hardy,
oh,
Yeah.
me.
You're breaking up a bit.
Going on, guys. Could be
You break.
oh.
It, this is where we need
Can
a
you still
commercial
hear
break.
me?
Yeah,
We can see you. You're
Wait.
just choppy.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
I don't know what to do.
No, it's
Oh,
fine
there
now.
you go.
It's
You're
fine
clear
now.
now.
There you
Yeah.
go. Yeah,
Okay. So
yeah.
they said, "Oh, do you know anyone who can cook and want to be on TV?" Blah 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 blah. Adrian went to this meeting and he said, "Oh, my wife can do it," without asking me. And then yeah, he came home and said, "Oh, by the way, you're going to cook on this TV show for UK TV food. It's like a what's that? Like a cable channel or something."
Mhm.
And I thought, why? Why did you do that? You know, without asking me. But actually, it's probably a good thing, because, oh, okay, what's going on?
We're showing your
Showing your
website.
stuff.
Oh,
Oh.
yeah. So it was like, oh, okay. And then maybe 2 years or 3 years after that, I was asked to go on. If I wanted to go on a show called what's it, Easter Feast with Mary Berry's Easter Feast, and I was like, yeah. So I went on there, and it was actually a really, really good experience. Mary Berry is lovely. She's like your Lola as well. She's so caring, and she's not like offish. You know, like you'll see some celebrities who might be a bit offish. She's really nice and very approachable, and she liked our lechon, which is a
Wow.
basically, and you know, it's been showing since 2016 every Easter in London.
That's so cool.
So
No way.
it is,
Cool.
yeah, 2016, and then Easter just gone. You know, people message me, go, May, I see you. Easter would not be complete without you. Oh, that's so nice.
Can
So
people
to
watch
anyone-
the clip on
So
YouTube?
anyone
Oh
who's
yeah,
not
sorry.
from the UK, so Mary Berry's like, how do you say? What's her name? Contessa. Is it? No.
Yeah, Barefoot Contessa. Is it Barefoot
yeah.
Contessa?
Yeah.
Mhm.
So Mary Berry is like, she's very big in the UK. She's proper Lola of the kitchen.
Yeah, I mean, she started cooking. My God, it could be in the 80s or 70s. She's you know, she's quite old, and she started a long time ago. So she's like the grandmother of cooking in the UK. Is Delia American or British? I can't remember. She's another older lady who cooks as well.
Right.
Oh, Delia Smith.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's yeah.
Yeah, I
She's
think no, she's UK.
Oh, she's UK.
Yeah.
Oh, she's lovely. I mean, it was such a great experience, and I thought it's one of the most positive promotion about Filipino food and Philippines. You know,
Yeah.
as much as we're like, oh, Spain came to Philippines and gave us religion. You know, it's been part of our culture for such a long time. It's embedded in our genes now. You know, so to be part of Mary Berry's Easter feast and her program was such a thing, because a lot of British people have an impression that Philippines as a whole is a Muslim country. Yes, we have Muslim Filipinos in the south, but predominantly Philippines is a Christian country. So they thought, oh, okay, this is what Philippines, and it's on a positive light, you know, because previous to that, all we heard was Ondoy typhoon has gone to Philippines, the most dangerous typhoon, or what's the other one? It seemed to be just typhoon.
Yeah.
Oh, devastating.
During Christmas.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So, you know, to have something like this, something positive about Philippines, it's nice for people to see it and go, oh, that's interesting, you know.
Yeah. It's not just all about that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Did you get to choose what you had, like what you were going to cook on that show, or were they suggesting? Right.
Because they asked me what do we normally have for Easter Sunday, and Easter Saturday and Easter Sunday. So I said Easter Saturday is usually the Black Saturday, so we'll morning. So we don't really eat meat that week anyway until the Sunday.
Right.
People, very religious people, will probably fast that whole week, or most people won't eat meat on a Friday and a Saturday, or just a Friday, and then Sunday we had a feast. So for the Easter Friday, I suggested to make kakanin, because Filipinos eat kakanin during Easter Friday, or some kind of bread or something. And then on the Sunday, I said we don't have lamb in the Philippines. We have goat, but it doesn't have that much meat, so we use that for stew. But what we do have,
it's skinny.
Yeah, it's too skinny. We
bitin. It's bitin.
It's shattered fat. Yeah.
So I said, oh, I can make lechon. You know, we have it all the time, every celebration, and I thought that's kind of unique to see. It's not porchetta, but it's lechon. It's not stew. So I thought a nice and easy and kind of like recognizable for the British public to see.
Yeah, exactly. The pork,
Yeah. So yeah, so that's kind of what my choosing. And they said, and you know what? Actually, we'll have you on the Sunday because they probably thought it's also a unique thing to show because it's
Right.
slow roasted for such a long time. It was like,
Yeah.
oh my, but it's so worth it, guys.
Yeah.
Like, you brine it overnight with some salt, and then the salt seeps it into the meat, and then it becomes tender, and then you roast it like all day.
Oh, you're making me hungry.
Making me hungry.
Even
It's
I'm
like,
hungry.
the way you're just like describing everything, it's I lost you already when you were like kakanin, and I was like, oh gosh.
I
Please.
wasn't gonna go into which kakanin because that would probably be worse.
Yeah, but because we're on the topic of meat, like Filipino food is a lot of meat, but then nowadays you have a lot of vegetarians and vegans, and what kind of Filipino food would you introduce to them?
Okay. Do you know what? I wouldn't say that's completely correct. We have a lot of vegetables in the Philippines. I just think they're not as popular as the meat dishes. So recently, actually, I kind of went a bit obsessive with Good Friday dishes. So it was mainly seafood and vegetables. Like the north they have the bulanglang. So it's basically like it's a soup with some a medley of vegetables. We have pinakbit, and it's more like the smaller regional dishes that are not popular are vegetarian, because you have to remember not everyone in the Philippines can afford meat. So vegetables and fish are the most eaten in the Philippines, and then chicken or pork, chicken, and then beef. Beef is expensive, but those who can't afford meat will mostly go for vegetables that are local to them, and then some fish and then chicken or pork. I remember when I was growing up, we didn't really have much. My mom, we were living in Paranaque, I think. I'm not sure it's Paranaque or Pasay, but it was a slum. We had one room, and my mom, when we ran out of money or when they demolished the squatter area, we would go back to Batangas, and where my dad is from, and we would live in my Lola's house. So my auntie's house is at the front, my Lola's house at the back, with the pigs. And my mom is so hungry. She said, "Oh my God, we're hungry." They didn't want to like bother my aunties or uncle or something. So she actually, so next door they had chicken, hens, and she said, "Oh, maybe I'll just get a chicken egg, again egg for you." So she went to steal egg to feed me. That's how we had, we started off with nothing. So this is how I appreciate food in the Philippines that are not so popular, because I grew up. It's not for me. It's something that we've had every day. It wasn't like, oh, I had to, you know. So I appreciate those dishes more. So I love cooking regional dishes that are not popular. In my supper club, I only cooked it once. I only cook adobo once because I thought everybody have had adobo before. But not many people have had tiola itom or what else? Humba or what other regional ones that I made?
There was one you did on your live stream a couple of weeks ago, with the one with prawns.
Yes, that was
that looked amazing.
Yeah, that was with alavar sauce. That was actually from Mindanao. I am so intrigued with the food in Mindanao, in the Zamboanga, the Maranao food. The Maranao area are like the Muslim area, so they have a completely different dishes to the mainland, should I say? And it's really, really, really like interesting for me, because we always have all these things like adobo, pancit, arroz caldo, menudo. But you
Wow.
hardly see about the different food in Mindanao, and I really want to explore more. And I'm so
Yeah.
upset that we can't go back to Philippines, because
I know.
my aim was really to go back to go to Mindanao, to maybe visit Davao and start there and see what else I can learn. I mean, who had Kulawu before? Infiladang Kulawu, like, but
Yeah.
it's from Laguna. It's from Laguna. So these regional dishes that I really really like. I mean, I want to make paksiw, but I want to make the paksiw that I saw that my neighbor made in Leyte, and she basically wrapped this. I think they're dilis or something, but there were small fish, and she banana leaves so they keep intact. And she had the clay, the palayok. She
Okay.
cooked palayok
Food in
with some salt,
Paleo.
water, vinegar, pepper, black pepper, garlic. It was so simple. This is the thing. Filipino food is
so simple.
Simple, yeah.
But
As
it's
long as
just
you've got
balancing-
vinegar, garlic.
It's so, yeah, exactly.
Just balancing the flavors. When you can balance the flavors, you got it.
Yeah.
Things like that. And do you know what? I really, really thoroughly enjoyed growing up in the province, because I experienced different things in there. Now I'm thinking, living in London for such a long time in the city, I really miss it. It's much more simpler life. You go to the river, you catch fish, or you trap those little fishy stuff, catfish. My dad used to catch them. Like, she would set a trap and then leave it there. We would go back the next day, and then he'll take it out, and then we'll barbecue by the river, and we'll bring our rice, our baon, and we'll have a little swim. It was so good. Like, I love that. And then we had loads of vegetables in the back garden, and we had pigs, we had chicken, and I remember like feeding them when I was little. It was such a I had a happy memory living in the Philippines, and it all related to food.
Oh man,
it's my destiny.
We need to see you on a show where you're traveling the Philippines and cooking. That's what we all need.
I think I'm gonna have to start a Kickstarter.
Yeah, exactly.
She needs some money.
Yeah, it's interesting that you brought that up, because that was actually one of our questions. Like, where do you get your influences from? Is it is it regional? And like, and it's very true. Like, the stuff that I follow when you cook, and I'm like, oh, that's interesting. Like, I've never heard of that before. And one thing you were saying earlier, like, we have influences from Mexico. What kind of foods do we influence from Mexico? Curious.
We have a lot of ingredients from Mexico through the Manila-Acapulco route, the trading route. So the chilies are from there. I will get into the dishes in a minute. So the chilies and peppers, potatoes, some textiles as well. So the dishes that are from there, I would say, are the menudo, the kinilaw. It's inspired by Mexican food,
right?
But we do slightly different. But to be honest, someone would probably say we've always had kinilaw in our region, but maybe. Right. But this is what frustrates me. Maybe we didn't, because we don't have any resources, books to tell us what happened, what we have, what dishes we have pre-Spain. And that's something I would love to know more. What do we have before Spain came? We know that we had trading. We've traded with neighboring countries, so that's how the Chinese came into the Philippines. They set businesses and they stayed there. and
Mhm.
with them they brought their knowledge of Chinese recipes
Right.
and created it in the Philippines using
Mhm.
local ingredients. But
Yeah.
when the Indians came as well, gave us turmeric and some herbs, spices, should I say.
Mhm.
And the Mexican also gave us dishes. What's the other one? It's like a soupy, I can't think of it now, put it on the spot. But definitely menudo,
Mhm.
afritada,
Yeah.
ah, ugh. I'm
So it's
thinking,
yeah.
yeah, maybe like a few more, but
Mhm.
definitely there
Yeah,
were
no,
there
I
are
just found it interesting, the Mexican part, because and that was also one of my one of my questions. I was wondering, like, if there's any like interesting fact about Filipino food that most people don't really know. And
yeah.
I guess
I mean,
that's one of
that's
them.
probably one. Yeah.
Hmm.
And then when the Americans came, they introduced us chips, burgers, hot
Is
dogs.
that where the love of fried chicken comes from?
Yeah, the hot
Um,
dogs and all of that.
yeah,
The canned food.
spam,
Yeah, spam.
corned beef.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I just think Filipino food as a whole. Now thinking about it, it's a worldly food. It's something that everybody will find. That everybody will find something that they love about Filipino food.
Hmm.
You might not like, you know, um, the Chinese side, but you have the other side that you can kind of enjoy. You might not like all the fried food, but there are other dishes in there that's really healthy. I was talking to my friend about it when we did a live,
Yeah.
and Filipino food is healthy. It is like any other cuisine. It is healthy.
Hmm.
You just have to, like, obviously
It's the
moderate,
rice.
Yeah. Exactly.
moderate your
Rice
rice.
for breakfast, rice
Yeah.
for lunch, rice for
It's the
dinner,
unli rice. That's what
rice
gets
for
you.
dessert.
And the sugar as well. But
Yeah.
you just have to learn to moderate
Yeah. Eat it in
of the food.
moderation.
Yeah, and
We.
fried. We do have loads of fried food, but so does Chinese food.
Uh-huh.
So Thai. So does
Yeah.
all the other Asian
Exactly. Like
food. So,
a lot of cuisines have fried
yeah,
food.
yeah,
So
exactly. If you want to have fried lumpia, have the lumpiang sariwa.
sariwao.
That's
Yeah.
fried.
Hmm.
So there are loads of different choices you can have.
Yeah.
Basically,
So what is Maywood Food ultimate 3-course menu? Filipino 3-course menu.
oh, that's a
So starter, main, and dessert. What would Maywood Food? What's your ultimate?
I definitely have, because the alabar sauce, prawns in alabar sauce.
Right.
In Buanga, they actually serve that with spanner crabs. So, but you can have it. So, I guess any seafood
Mm-hmm.
with alabar sauce for
Okay.
starter,
Yeah.
definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the mains. That's a hard one. I want to say lechon, but I also want humba. Humba's my favorite as well.
Yeah.
Oh, they're both pork.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, maybe I'll go for the humba.
Okay. And
With
dessert, that
I'll
one's
go for humba with lechon on the side.
right. Okay. No, that's fine. That's fine, because it's Filipino, so you have a few, like,
And
you
rice.
always, like the Filipinos say, you always have to have something crispy on the side, like, it always has to be something
Yeah,
fried on the side, right?
we like our textures.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
for dessert, ooh, definitely mango float.
Oh, Sam's a fan of mango
I
float.
love
I
mango.
think she makes that a lot, because she was Sam. Oh, where's sh- her dessert is mango float, and I thought of you.
Oh,
That would
Mm,
be so. So what did we have? So starter, you had anything with any seafood
seafood
with
with alabar sauce
uh-huh.
and humba with rice, achara, and
Oh,
lechon on the side.
yeah.
This is a torturous stream.
Yeah, I
I'm
know.
hungry.
Sorry to anyone that's hungry there. We did put a
If you're
disclaimer out.
fasting, if you're doing intermittent fasting, I apologize.
Yeah.
Oh no. And then for dessert, definitely mango float.
Maybe you can tell Sam where she can find graham crackers.
Why are we out of stock
It's
of
not-
graham crackers? I've been to
I
Long
find
Kong.
there's always loads in Wing It.
They're out. Even Pancit Canton. I don't know. I think it's Brexit.
It could be.
The
Chinatown,
Brexit.
they have it in Chinatown too.
They're out.
Are they? Oh no. I know that Pancit Canton, there's a shortage for it.
That's so funny.
There is
That-
a proper shortage.
In a shop in our
In
schools,
Sweden?
There's like
Oh,
London.
yeah.
Is there a Filipino shop in Sweden? Okay.
There is.
Okay.
There's an online shop as well. It's called Sari Sari.
Oh,
Sari
no.
Sari store. But they have lots of like Asian shops that sell lots of Filipino
Yeah.
food.
True.
Like recently, actually, like Filipino, like the one I shared with you. There's a catering company, a Filipino catering company.
Yeah.
That's just started, and then there's a few. Obviously, during COVID, a lot of
Yeah.
people have started their home kitchens with Filipino food. So, because that we've struggled with. There's no Filipino restaurants.
No, there
That
are
doesn't
pop-ups.
exist here.
There are pop-ups in Sweden.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think there's this one Elle's Kitchen. I think they do.
Oh yeah, I saw Elle's Kitchen.
Yeah, I think they do pop-ups. But interestingly, in Finland, there are 2 Filipino restaurants
Ooh.
in Helsinki.
How far is that from you?
Oh, it's quite far. Like we can take a boat there, or we can fly over there. But yeah, it's I've heard it's quite popular.
Okay.
I haven't tasted it, but they do. I think they do more of a fusion
Okay.
Filipino food. But it would be interesting to try it out to see if
Yeah.
it's what you say. Like, have they made it look like they made it look differently, but it still tastes
Yeah.
the same? That's what I'm hoping
Yeah.
for. So maybe one day I'll go to Finland. That's
Just to get your Filipino food.
yeah,
We can
exactly.
all go to Finland and review the restaurant.
Yeah,
We're
we'll
here
do that.
live.
We'll do a little tour.
Yeah.
A little
Undercover.
food tour. Yeah.
Undercover.
Man, I'm hungry.
I know. And I have
So
this
we'll
book in
do
front
a
of me.
cooking session.
Oh, cool! I look. That looks so
Oh,
cool.
I love that.
Yeah. Yes, we have to have a cooking session. So we'll do. We need to figure that out. Something easy, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh look, here you go. Here's your pre-colonial.
Oh, cool.
Oh, nice. Okay.
What's that book called?
What kids should know about Filipino food. Oh, can you see?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, nice. Who is it with by?
Feliz Prudent Santa Maria. I got this from Philippines, Pampo Pie. But yeah, it's a really good book. Like it talks about rice, all the sausawans, all the fried food, and everything that's connected to Philippines. Really, it's a cute read, not just for kids but for adults. Yeah,
Yeah.
like it tells you about the different like Northern Luzon. They do regional tours. That's it.
Oh, cool. But it's only available in Philippines, not on like.
Yeah, no, they haven't gone on Amazon yet. No,
Oh,
I know.
Yeah. We prepared something.
Oh.
A little this and that for you.
Okay.
So that's another one. Put you on the spot.
All right,
Yeah.
let me bring it
All
up.
right.
You can only choose one.
Game.
Yeah. This and that.
This and that. 1 second.
I should have wrote that. This and that.
Let me
And
get this.
So we got it's food, obviously.
Oh, I'm so hungry.
I know.
I'm
I
like,
wish we could just have food here.
I know. You could
Oh my
share
God.
food.
I'm like, should I just secretly place an order while we're streaming?
Oh, if there's any Filipino food you could have now, what would you have? We're on the topic of food.
Oh, I've been craving beef stick,
Oh,
and I wanted
that's good.
to make
Mm,
because I saw what's his name, the best food review on YouTube. Have you seen one
right.
with a
No.
bandana? So basically, he's in Vietnam. I think he's in
Mhm.
Vietnam. Yeah, he's in Vietnam, and basically he was looking for the theme was a steak theme, and
Yeah.
the first restaurant was a Philly steak. You know when they put it in a
In a
bun,
bun.
and then you have
Mhm.
the steak and the cheese. I'm like, oh, I could do
Mm.
with that. I know it's not Filipino food, but I'm like, could probably do a Filipino version with beef steak, and then you get the bun and you like do that to that pot and get all that
Saturate
juices
it. Oh,
yeah, and then you put the steak, you slice it, you put the beef steak on top, and then the melted cheese. And
We're
you
both
break it.
aligned.
I'm so hungry. Okay.
It's like, oh, Bicol Express. You've got a recipe for Bicol Express, right, on your website?
I think
Oh,
so.
I think I no,
I'm not
but
sure. Maybe.
I know what I follow. I always follow your longanisa one,
Oh,
the skinless longanisa. I always follow your recipe for that.
that's a good one. I do the same actually. The
Yeah.
skinless because
Hey,
oh, this
are
is
you
nice.
ready?
Right.
So you've got pandesal or silog meal.
That's hard.
Yeah.
Silog
Silog.
meal.
All right.
A meal. Pandesal is just pandesal. If there's hot dog with pandesal, I would
Okay.
have gone for it.
Champorado or lugaw?
Champorado.
Plain rice, fried rice.
Garlic rice, fried rice.
Yeah. Longanisa tocino.
Oh no, God.
I'm team tocino.
Oh,
Oh, I like both. Okay, tocino then. I'll go for tocino. I like longanisa too. I normally, you know, when you go to like a buffet, I normally have both of them.
Yeah. Yeah.
All of it in my plate. Like, yeah.
But if I could choose, I'd definitely choose tocino. So we've
Tocino.
got like two more of these.
Okay.
That you're gonna. Here you go. Don't know if this one's a bit.
Yeah, I can see.
Can you see? Yeah.
Ilaga.
So... Sinigang or nilaga?
I'll go for sinigang.
Right. Sisig or lechon?
Oh my God! What are you doing?
They're hard ones, aren't they?
That's a hard one. Oh, okay. I'll have lechon because if I don't finish it, I can make sisig with it.
Okay. Good one. Adobo or kare kare?
I don't know. I like both of them. I love both of them.
Mm-hmm.
I'll go for adobo for logistical reasons.
Okay. and then we got pancit bihon or lumpia.
Oh, this is hard too. They're not even the noodles. They're not even noodles.
But you have to choose. So if someone puts it in front of you, you can only choose one. You can choose the lumpia or you can choose the
I'll go
the
for
pancit.
I'll go
Yeah.
for lumpia. I love the crunch.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it has to be crunchy. Lumpiang Shanghai or
yeah, lumpiang Shanghai. Yeah. Actually, I love the vegetarian one as well because I can add the vinegar inside, and then you have the vinegar dripping on your
on your chin.
So good. So good. Okay, so we got the desserts.
Oh my god. That's my
Or
favorite.
so you got halo halo or taho?
Oh, is she frozen?
Oh, she froze it.
Both.
Oh, okay. Wait.
I love both because taho, you know, like I'm asleep in Philippines. When we go back to Philippines, it's
Yeah.
like I get out of bed when I hear the guy going taho, and I run with my mug or my cup like I want some. Mano, come. Oh, and in the afternoon I'll have halo halo.
Halo, halo.
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna go for taho.
Okay. Sapin sapin or kunchinta?
Oh man. Oh, I'll go for sapin sapin. I love sapin sapin.
All right. Leche flan or banana Q?
Leche flan, definitely.
Brazo de Mercedes or Suman?
Oh, I love
That's
those.
hard.
Yeah.
That's a hard one, yeah. If I'm not cooking it, I'll go for Brazo de Mercedes.
Okay.
It is long, man.
But it's so good, Brazo.
Oh, yeah. It's amazing. I love it.
And then
It's
puto
because I'm
bombong.
so used to it, doesn't seem hard to make. But
Yeah.
I guess for somebody it's their first time.
Mm-hmm.
It might be a little bit tricky, but once you get the hang of it, it's actually not too bad.
It's a process. It's like quite a long process, isn't it?
Yeah, and if you want it thicker, because they do
Mhm.
like they rice
Yeah.
the meringue.
Yeah.
If you want it thicker, just use a smaller tray.
Mhm.
Because if you have it flat, it won't rise enough. So
Right.
you end up with a flat meringue,
Mhm.
soft meringue. So if you have it like
Yeah.
a smaller, I should actually add that on the thing because I forgot. People who have tried it and I go,
Yeah.
oh, flat. Maybe I should have told them, you know, they need to use a smaller tray and make it thicker. I mean, you can make a bigger tray. You can use a bigger tray too, but just, you know, the mixture for the meringue, just like pile it in a smaller square kind of thing.
Mhm.
Yeah, sorry, I wanted to add that.
No worries.
Disclaimer when you go on her website.
Yeah.
Master Diversity.
And then the last one, you got puto bombong. Is it bombong? And
Bombong.
bombong. Or bibinka.
Oh, bibinka. I love bibinka.
Mm.
I love puto bongbong as well.
Yeah.
I'll go for bibinka.
Yeah.
With
Good,
the
good,
salted with the salted egg on top.
Yeah.
And cheese.
That was the Filipino edition of this and that. I get really stressed out when people tag me in those things. I'm like, nah, I can't choose. I was like, don't do this to me. It's like, how am I supposed to? Or, you know, they've got the ones where it choose 5 out of like 10. And I'm like, nah, I can't.
I think one of you guys tagged me on one. I'm like, I'm not even going to.
Yeah.
Choose 5.
Exactly. Because it's really hard. It's really hard. That's
It's
why
hard
we.
to choose. I want all.
Oh, make tocino, yeah.
Yay! Somebody likes tocino too.
I love tocino. I don't know. I'm off longanisa now.
I can eat I like longanisa, but like I do love tocino. It's and then it has to be like tocino, like with the egg, and then you know like the tomatoes and
the garlic rice.
Yeah, and then the vinegar like dip
on
kind
the
of.
side. Now I'm getting more hungry.
Or like tapa as well. That's also a good contender. Like if tapa is made really well.
Yeah,
like
I think
tapa
it
and
depends
tocino.
on the
Yeah,
mood.
yeah.
If you're on that sweet mood, you'll go for like a tocino or longanisa.
Yeah.
Or like adventurous. But sometimes, like when we go to Philippines and we're at
Yeah.
this we love buffets. Like
Yeah.
buffets for like 2-3 hours until
Uh-huh.
it's done.
Yeah.
I would go through all the silog. So if they
Yeah.
have tocino, longanisa, and
Yeah, you have to have all of them if
first
it's
plate,
there.
yeah, first plate tocino,
Yeah.
second plate tapa, third
Yeah.
plate longanisa, and sometimes like when I have the tapa, I might add what's the fried fish? Danggit or dinggit, I think it's the little white fried fish, salted fish.
Right.
No, not a fan.
No, I'm not a fish
No,
person.
I
not a
I
fish
eat fish.
person.
I eat fish.
If it ain't,
But, like,
if it
It's
ain't
probably
fish and
mostly
chips.
food. When you
is
go
there
to-
any Filipino food you don't like? Like that's your least favorite?
my least favorite, I love champorado, but
Mm-hmm.
what I don't get, and
It's,
I'm not a fan of it, is the salted fish on top. I get it because I do that with like I eat chocolate with crisp. I do, I get it.
yeah.
But for champorado,
But
it has to
the
be
dilis.
yeah,
It's dilis, isn't it?
yeah,
We just have a habit of mixing everything.
Yeah.
yeah. We do. I do. I have like chocolate and crisp together. You know, I'm like crisp and then chocolate afterwards. But for champorado, for some reason, it's not clicking with me.
Yeah.
Same thing as like, you know, people love chocolate and chili. I'm
Yeah.
not a
Yeah.
fan.
I like that.
I'm not a fan.
That's
Or
it.
they have ice cream with chili in it. I'm not a fan either. I'm not a fan.
It's like, or like chocolate with sea salt. I like that.
Yeah, not. I'm not that fan of it either. I
Yeah.
mean, eat it if there isn't anything else.
If it's available.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, those I always find those things so hard. I can't just choose one.
Yeah.
That's why buffets are the best, isn't it? You just
I love buffets in any country.
yeah.
Do they have a buffet? Yes, I'm in there. Breakfast
Yeah.
buffet. It's so funny. We get
Yeah.
that so much. Like when we go to Cebu, we love staying at Radisson Blue because
Mm-hmm.
they have a massive buffet. They have
Yeah.
sushi.
Yeah.
They have dumplings. They have the Filipino section. And they have the Indian section. I'm like, oh my god, this cuisine all. We start this side to that side, and they have continents
Yeah.
as well. Oh my god.
It's so good. Like especially in Philippines, like Spiral Buffet in
Ooh.
Sofitel. That
Yeah.
one's amazing.
Oh,
Like
I
you've
love
got
Cinco.
all the cuisines, like Japanese,
But that
everything.
big one.
Yeah, that big one. The
Oh,
Spiral Buffet.
I'm
So
always
good.
watching YouTube videos of that one.
I know. I always watch like people that go to
To
go to
buffets.
buffets. But it's the best, like especially Filipino ones. They're like,
Yeah.
oh,
They
and
go
yeah, they go.
They go
They do go
all
in.
out.
Yeah.
Oh, just love it.
Oh,
And
Like,
so
I love
affordable.
how Filipino would actually just go to buffets as well.
I'm
I don't
getting
know how
hungry now. I might
You have your chippy.
check into my dig into my chippy. Yeah. Oh, no, man, I'm so hungry.
Oh,
I'm so hungry.
Oh, what's
I
that?
have a question. So
Yeah.
today,
Yeah.
it went viral about this guy who said that Filipino food is bad. I mean,
Oh.
he said on his Facebook, he
Yeah.
apologized, but he said it was taken out of context. But I saw the clip.
Yeah.
I can't speak Norwegian, so I don't understand him really because he was speaking. He was a judge for MasterChef in Norwegian or something.
Right.
And,
Okay.
well, the translator,
Mm-hmm.
the way they translated it, said that he said it was Filipino food is bad, not like the Thai food or something.
I can watch it and see how he, because I understand Norwegian.
So it was like, but it was going all over online today about this guy. And obviously, you know, Filipinos don't take it lightly when somebody says things like this. And especially as he's actually, you know, born in the Philippines.
Mm-hmm.
And what's that noise? Can you hear it? Hang on. What's going on? Oh, there's a parade or protest
Oh, okay.
in here. I'm
Good
thinking,
hearing.
what the hell? Yeah,
Is that the
so
one?
oh, yeah, that's the one. Yeah, I know.
Should we have a listen? Should we watch it?
Yeah, go for it.
Can we watch it? Yeah. Well,
Let's see. Can you hear it?
no.
No.
It's pretty low.
Is it really low?
Yeah.
It's on max.
Is it?
Yeah.
No, I can't hear it.
So yeah,
Oh, yeah.
it's pretty.
Is it?
To me, it's a bit like it's sad because he said
Yeah.
apologized and said he's educated and all of this.
Yeah.
And I feel like if he I'm not saying he's not educated, but I'm saying that he's not educated enough to choose his words
Right.
sensitively. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Wait,
Wait,
let
so
me
who
watch
said
it and
This
see.
man.
Yeah, that's him on the right.
So where's he from?
He's Filipino Norwegian.
Yeah.
So how can you cuss? That's so baliktad.
Okay, I'm gonna listen to what he's.
Yeah, go.
Let me see if I can get on YouTube.
I mean, it's going like everyone is going on about this guy today. And I just thought maybe it's fitting to talk about it on here today. Oh, good night, darling. Are you going to sleep now? Yeah. Okay. Since we're talking about Filipino food and he's Filipino.
Let me see if I can get it on here.
Okay, I can see like I don't feel it was taken out of context, but I feel the way he said it was very Scandinavian.
Okay.
Very.
He didn't think about it.
No. They're very direct. I think he was very direct with what he said, and I don't think. I think they asked him straight out what was Filipino food, and he said it's not anything special. In short, he said it's not anything special. Like there's nothing distinctive about it.
Yeah. So that is it the fact
so he compared it to like Thai food. He said it's not like Thai food, it's not like anything that you'll be wowed by.
Yeah.
So I think he was very just for him, I think that's how I don't know how much he's been influenced by Filipino food, if he knows any. Do you know, like, if he grew up with proper Filipino food?
Yeah, well, he did say that his mom was a bad cook, but do you think it's how the translator translated his Norwegian language?
I mean, it's very difficult because sometimes, like, it's how it comes across. Because I understand that as me being a Scandinavian myself, it is very straightforward. He said exactly like it's very transparent. Obviously, because people are getting angry, he's coming out and saying he's upset. But I think the way he said it is probably the way he's experienced. I feel that's the way he's experienced Filipino food.
Yeah,
no sound.
Possibly.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want to ask your opinion in case you saw them. You saw this today. It was going around on the internet.
Right. Yeah. No, it's interesting because but then it's also like sometimes sometimes, like Glenda is saying, you can get lost in translation because sometimes how certain things are said in a certain language isn't necessarily the same way. It's because he was having a very conversation, but then he did emphasize that it wasn't very good a few times. So I don't know. For me, maybe it's a matter of opinion in the sense that he hasn't experienced good Filipino food. That's how I interpret it. That he hasn't really like obvious. Then someone, you need to show him what Filipino food is.
Yeah, we'll have
Wow,
to
the Philippine embassy in Norway even released a statement.
Yeah,
I think that will be our first trip.
But I think it's sad because obviously in Norway there are actually lots of Filipinos, so that would upset them because that's kind of like a chance for them to him to highlight Filipino food. So I understand why people are upset. Like because like of course like me, like I love Filipino food. Like what's he talking about? But then I'm thinking he probably hasn't experienced good Filipino food.
Yeah, that's also that's probably really
because he's
true.
saying like
But
it's fried. He said it. Oh, it's just fried stuff, and it's got no. He was saying it's got no like essence.
Yeah.
So nothing special. He was saying nothing special, and he was obviously comparing it to other Asian. Yeah.
Yeah. But I just feel like even with his apology, like he's saying that he's educated. If you're educated enough, you know.
I don't. Yeah, exactly. That's the thing. I don't think he's educated when it comes to Filipino food.
Or Filipino culture as a whole, you know.
Yes.
He would be a bit more sensitive to how he describes Filipino food. We don't want him to say it's amazing if he doesn't think it's amazing.
I want to know if his mum knows.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what? He's gonna go home and he's gonna get palo. That's
He's gonna get palo, man.
His mom's gonna palo him.
Yeah. So I'm interested what kind of Filipino food he's eaten and what and also like maybe he didn't grow up in a Filipino culture.
Maybe.
It says he's born in Philippines. Wait, where is it?
Oh, is it?
He's born in the
then he doesn't like Filipino food.
But that's what makes it
but then you don't need to. I think the way he said it, and then because I can understand the way he's saying it as well, because Scandinavians have a certain way of talking and it's very direct. So
yeah, I mean there was the second negative thing I heard this week about Filipino food. There was this other blogger who was trying out Filipino food, and the first dish he tried was pinakbet, and he was really
like
that's the first.
See, that's the thing as well. Like that's actually one of that was actually one of my questions. Like for you, I was wondering, like, for someone who's never tasted Filipino food, what food would you introduce to them? Is she still there? May? Are you there? You're frozen.
Okay, the first bit.
You're still frozen.
Oh. Hi.
At least she's smiling.
Yes. There you go. Oh wait. Slow-mo.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, you're back.
Yeah. So what
question?
Yeah, so for someone who's never tried Filipino food before, what dish would you introduce to them? Or dishes?
Dishes. To be honest, anything. I have never. I wouldn't say.
So
Filipino food, even from the beginning. So, do you know what? And even in my earlier days of doing supper club, I serve balot. You see me on Bulaklak. Like I'm not worried what people will say. This is my food, and if you don't like it, I'm sorry. But if you like it, great, you can come in. But they paid for the food, so they'll have it. I haven't really like. Oh, I'm not gonna add this to my enough. I mean,
You're you're cutting out. Choppy. Chop chop. Okay. So Rosa said caldereta.
me.
Oh,
Caldereta is a good one. What would you do, Sam?
me, I don't know. Maybe afritada. Oh, we've lost her.
Oh, we lost her. Come back.
Come back.
Yeah, afritada. Afritada is a good one. Yeah, so all those tomato-based ones. Afritada, is it menudo?
Minus the liver.
Yeah, minus a liver. And raisins. Minus
Yes, Jake.
liver and raisins.
Oh.
And then, oh man, I'm so hungry. What are we eating after this? That is the ultimate question.
Back.
Is she back? Hey,
Hi,
you're back.
I'm back. Sorry.
No worries.
It's okay.
Yeah.
What was I saying? Oh, somebody said caldereta. But what?
Yeah.
Anything.
Anything?
Anything. Yeah, anything
Yeah.
and everything Filipino.
Mhm.
I have no reservation. Like if I could make pinakbet and serve that.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, if they say, "Oh, I want to try adobo," then I'll make adobo. If
Mhm.
they said, I want to try something exotic," I would probably say, I'll probably make some of that prawns. Oh, those are good. Those prawns were good.
It's just like you cooking it and then you're putting like all these different. What did you put? Like coconut milk. and
Yeah,
stuff.
coconut milk, lemongrass.
Like I could just like smell it.
Oh my god,
Mm.
so good! It is so. Now I want it.
Yeah. So
So yeah, I can serve. I'll serve anything Filipino basically.
mhm. Yeah. Oh. What's the something you've served at your supper club that you've been surprised that people really enjoyed?
The tiola itom.
What's
the
that?
tiola itom is a Maranao food
Mhm.
from Mindanao,
Yeah.
and it's basically burnt coconut soup. So when I say burnt, I say burnt.
Right.
Like the coconut meat is burnt
Yeah.
to black, basically,
Wow.
and it has
Okay.
to be black all the way. And then it's a soup, so you have to. It's like tinola but black.
Mhm.
So I guess
Wow.
tinola
Yeah.
kind of sounds the same. I don't know. I'm guessing,
Mhm.
but I think that's probably what the connection. And there's sambal, a Filipino sambal. What's it called? They in that region they have this mixture of it's a local spring onions,
Mhm.
ginger, salt mixture, and that's kind of like the basic kind of herb. The herb. How would you say mixture? Like a paste
Mhm.
that they would serve as in the food, add in the food, or as a side condiment.
Mhm.
And I thought, oh, no one's gonna eat it. They're gonna hate
Mm.
it. And it's got chili as well, so it's not spicy as in really, really hot,
Right.
but it's got enough
A kick.
heat, yeah,
Yeah.
to it. And it's cooked with beef. I thought,
Wow.
oh, that's fingers crossed, they didn't like it. And they loved it. They
That
really did
sounds.
enjoy it because this is so unique. This is so
Mhm.
different. And I thought, oh, thank God. Like they
Yeah.
liked it, because if they didn't like it, I won't do it again. And I feel like the time that I was doing supper clubs, I would probably say that my guests were guinea pigs because I'm testing out. I really did push Filipino food. Like I'm gonna cook it as how I would have it in the Philippines
Mhm.
and see what the British palate can handle.
Right.
And to be honest, they were very welcoming to it. They were like, oh, this is different, this is new, oh, this is like the Chinese blah 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 blah, but different kind of thing.
Right.
So
Yeah.
you know, it
They are
wasn't.
open. They just need exposure.
Yeah.
They do. That's the thing. That's what I found out. I found out that we don't need to really do something else different and make our food more than what it is, because it's amazing as it is, you know.
Yeah.
It just need a platform for people to go and try the food, and that's what I've been doing when I started. And I mean, a lot of people go, oh, May, have a restaurant or this, when are you going to do it? I'm like, it's such a hard work. It's, you know, I'm not ready. My kids at the time were only toddlers. Or Eliza was a toddler.
Yeah.
And I thought, I'm first a mom, so I'm going to do what I can from home.
Yeah.
But, you know, the restaurant can always come later. Other stuff can come later.
They can help you out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
exactly.
the site is more of like a memoir for them, because when I was rebranding Pepe's Kitchen to Food with May, they said, oh, Mama, the website, right, we can use it when we go to uni, and we, you know, if we wanted to cook something Filipino food, we can look at your recipe and go, oh, yeah, I can make it.
By then they might be able to teleport, you know.
Yeah. They'll be like, you
Cool,
do like
Mom. Yeah.
freeze all those. Oh, but yeah, for anyone in the chat, May's, if you've missed it, May's got a website where she posts her recipes.
I shouldn't press anything.
No. It's Foodwithmae, and yeah, there's like a variety of things there. So if you're stuck for like, oh, I need a recipe for, well, what do you have here?
There's embutido, there's dinuguan. No, I actually served dinuguan in my club as well. Oh, this is the
pork
Saturday
barbecue.
Pork barbecue.
Empanada. Sorry, everyone in the chat. For showing this again. Do you still do YouTube videos, or is your focus mainly on Instagram at the moment?
At the moment, focusing on Instagram, because it got too much to do YouTube as well. But only because I was doing such a long video. So now I've got quite a lot. I've got a store full of videos that I can make like shorter videos. Oh, the no churn Biscoff ice cream is amazing, guys.
Wow.
It's so quick to make. And I've got all the ice cream here somewhere.
Have you made the, you know, that leche flan cake, but the banana cake?
No, I haven't. I've
seen it like when Yusuf made it.
Yeah, I saw him make it. I thought, oh, that's interesting.
Yeah. So yeah.
I'll have to try and make it as well.
Yeah, and then you send some over.
Send it through the phone.
Yeah. We're
look
down
at
to
the tapa. That was the flash lockdown tapa. Yeah,
I always get inspired by when you made that longanisa burger. I made a longanisa burger.
That was good. That worked out really well.
Really good.
I love those burgers. I love those kind of. I have loads of ideas on not modernizing, but kind of mixing Filipino food.
Yeah.
But I just feel like, I think somebody was telling me actually, why don't you cook other dishes on your YouTube? And I said, I have this goal in
banana
myself.
ketchup.
Yeah, this is the quick version. I haven't posted the other one yet, but I have this goal that I want to do the authentic recipes first, and then as I go along later on, I'm going to do like kind of fusion recipes, like the burger.
Yeah,
I'll definitely do that one day. Now I'm hungry, even more hungry.
But I think everyone in the chat is hungry, and people are probably left because they're hungry.
They're looking for food.
They're like
ravaging their kitchen.
Yeah.
What can I eat?
Somebody was going to eat the kitchen earlier.
Yeah. And But yeah, guys, make sure you follow May on Instagram as well. Food with May. She's called you. You're posting like every day. I love your reels.
Almost every day.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. It's a lot easier than actually I wouldn't say easier because you have to squeeze everything in 30 seconds.
Is it 30 seconds or 15? 30.
For me, it's 30 seconds. You can do 15, but it goes up. You can go up to 30.
Oh, okay. Oh, that
And I just
Brussels.
love the music, though. I just love, like, I'm like, oh, what music do I want to do this week? Let's do boy bands.
Your music makes me laugh sometimes. I'm like, okay, this guy.
It's whatever mood I'm in that week.
Oh, yum.
Oh, that's the on the right. That's the vegetarian one.
Oh, okay. Oh, is that when you were doing the Holy Week?
Good Friday, yeah.
Good Friday stuff. Yeah. There's the longanisa. Is that the longanisa burger?
No,
Where,
this
where?
is the
No.
sisig burger on the this
Oh,
one on the right. That's the sisig burger. Oh, sisig sliders.
Oh,
That was good. That was good. Oh,
wow.
I did that for the pop-up that I did with Don Papa.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the
oh, you
drink.
did with Don Papa Rum?
Yeah. So I had 3 days or 4 days of pop-up.
Oh, those pancakes. Those were amazing.
Oh, yeah, they were good.
As if I tasted them, but they
they look amazing. Oh, I'm hungry.
Oh, but yeah, you've done lots of like different partnerships and collaborations.
I love partnerships.
Yeah.
I love collaborating with different people. I feel like I wouldn't be who I am without learning from other people as well.
Yeah.
And you know, every time I have a collaboration or a partnership, I always learn about something. If not about myself, about something that they probably know that I didn't know. So it's always great to collaborate. And I get emails sometimes from university students go, can I do a can I write about you in my dissertation or something like that?
Oh, wow.
That's cool.
They're talking about Filipino culture in the UK or something.
That's amazing.
And there was a filmmaker who wanted to film one of my supper clubs, and I said, yeah, definitely. Because I just feel like that's one way for me to give something back to my community.
Yeah.
You know, and if I can share my experiences to them, why not? I mean, it's free.
Yeah.
You know, do it. So
yeah, you've been doing an amazing job, May.
Thank you so much.
Yeah,
I love the Instagram community. They're so supportive. When I did a break after Christmas, I wasn't on for like 2 or 3 weeks. I started getting messages going, "Hi, how are you? Are you okay? I haven't seen you on Instagram." Because
you're
always on there doing something.
Yeah.
Like, are you okay? I hope you're well or something. Oh no, I better go back. I think people are worried now. I have corona.
Send a search party.
Oh, that's nice. Like,
so they've been really supportive.
Yeah. It's like a family, isn't it?
Yeah. My extended family. And I wouldn't be able to do anything if it wasn't for the family on Instagram as well. And I've met people that I collab with in real life.
Yeah.
Like we did a pop-up together. So the pop-ups are really good, like when you collaborate with somebody, because they can have 2 different cuisine or something. So I did a pop-up with Sri Lankan supper clubber, supper club chef, should I say. And then I did a Mauritian one. Did I do a Mauritian one? I can't believe I did.
That's cool.
I think I did. So, but yeah, collaborating with other chefs are amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing. I love it.
So
and I love representing Filipino food and just bringing it to people.
Yeah.
I think I feel like that's my role in this world, is to educate those who don't know about Filipino food and feed them.
Yeah.
Double.
No, well done to do like what you've achieved and how you, like, you like Sam was saying earlier, you really are like a front runner in this, especially in like the UK. And I'm sure you inspire a lot of people, and
Oh,
you know,
thank
to
Make a spot.
make a exactly.
Yeah, I mean, I'm
Yes.
not doing it for myself. I'm doing it
Mhm.
for all of the people who
Yeah.
love Filipino food. And I think it's about time that Filipino food, get some recognition.
Yeah.
And then now that we have so many Filipino businesses in London, hopefully it will continue after the pandemic, because that's how we kind of make a louder noise, I think.
Yeah.
So the more businesses sort of continue and more visible, then the more Filipino food will be seen.
Yeah. And what I love about you, May, is like the way you say it, like you say we as a community, and like you don't take this achievement as just your own, but like as something that we've achieved. Are you still there?
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you? I don't know if you heard
Yeah.
me.
I kind of got achieved.
Yeah.
We.
Yeah. We. No, because I remember when we were talking before, and you were saying we made it, and like I love that you proper represent Filipinos, not just
Yes.
saying I made it, but like as a community.
Yeah, I think it should be. I mean,
Mhm.
for me anyway, I feel like in bayanihan kind of thing. That statement. If we can all work on that, then we can raise Filipino food together.
Yep.
Instead of, if I keep saying I did this, I feel I can't even say it in a like. It just sounds too silly for me. I feel like it should be a we can do this together, because our voices will be louder than just me, myself, and I kind of thing. So, and I feel like it sounds too mayabang if I say I. So I think we sound safer. It sounds more like a community movement. That's the word.
Yeah.
Because somebody asked me before, like, do you know that there's a restaurant there serving Filipino food, when I was doing a pop-up? And I said, and then they said, that person said, oh, aren't they your competition? And I said, not in a, I didn't do it in a sort of mayabang way. I said, I don't think it's a competition. We're all a comrade. We're all like in this together as the same people, as a community. I don't see myself higher than anyone or something, because with all of us working together, it'll be better for all of us, because and London is it's big, there's a lot of people here who would eat, and they might come to one person, and then the next week it'll be somebody else and go, oh, actually I want to try all of the Filipino places in London. And there's enough people here for all of us. I don't think that I think, for me, is more of a crab mentality, and I don't really want to do that.
Yeah. No, that makes but but well
we really
done
need
to
to
you.
put our mark in the world, in London.
Exactly.
Yeah, I really want to do like a food tour in the Philippines. Just get a camera or get somebody else to film me, and just go like from one area. My dream is for the Department of Tourism to pay for.
let's put it out. Let's put it out there. Let's put it out there.
Yeah, to like pay for expenses. So I can't drive, but maybe by this time I might be able to drive. But to drive from like the top of the Philippines or from the bottom of the Philippines all the way up, and basically you stop at different places that's unique, or to try out the regional dishes and maybe learn from somebody and cook with them, kind of thing. That's what I would love to do. So like a food exploration.
Yeah, we want to see that.
I want to be in that. Do you want to be in that exploration?
I'll be there.
I'll be the eater.
You can be the podcasters,
Yeah.
like guys.
Yeah,
We're on
we'll
the
be
issue
like-
right now.
We can be the
We'll be,
host.
yeah, we'll be the host on your journey.
As you can
On
see,
your,
Yeah.
we'll be there every pit stop. Like,
yeah,
so how's it going? What have you been doing?
guys, we're
Which,
live.
yeah.
What are we eating today?
Hello,
Oh, that
nandito
would be
po
amazing.
tayo sa
Sa ilalim ng
yeah,
tulay,
yeah.
because it's raining and we have to cook.
But yeah.
Oh, that would be
Oh,
amazing.
no.
Whoever's out there who can fund this, sponsored by.
Exactly. Let's put it out there.
Any millionaires looking in, please sponsor
We'll start a GoFundMe.
sponsor our kumari, please.
Yes.
Do you know who I saw that I really, 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 really appreciate? Bretman Rock. Do you,
Mhm.
the
Yeah.
makeup artist,
Mhm.
Yeah.
blogger. I watched him right from the beginning, and oh my god, he's done so well. So
Mhm.
recently, I saw his video eating mukbang
Yeah.
with his sister, because his brother and his mom started a food truck
Right.
business. And they were there just be casually, like how they are, being silly with each other. But they were eating with their hands, and I'm like, oh my god, guys, that's so good.
Yeah.
Like, so, like, be proud. I mean, I
Yeah.
eat with my hands all the time as well.
Mhm.
And, you know, there's nothing to be ashamed of eating with your hands.
No.
And they were just there, you know, like, eating, oh yeah, I'll have pinakbet. And they were like
Yeah.
so proud of eating their food, eating pinakbet, you know. Oh, somebody wants to be in our
See?
entourage.
You've already
We'll
got
have
an
100
entourage.
entourage.
You've got
We just
See?
need a sponsor.
yeah.
Yeah.
Need sponsor. Philippine Embassy.
Yeah.
Department of Tourism, please
Yeah.
get in touch.
Philippine Airline sponsor our ticket.
Yeah, could you imagine?
Oh, that would be
Oh, man.
amazing. It'll be amazing. But hopefully, fingers crossed, it will happen. You know, you have to be positive and what do you call it? And if you
Attract.
imagine it, you will attract it.
Mhm.
That's what we're
Law
going
of
to do.
attraction.
Law of attraction. That's it. The law of attraction.
John.
At the same time, we need to attract a sexy body if we're going to
Yeah.
cook.
Exactly.
If we're going to cook all that food. Attract.
Oh man. But I'd love to see that. All
Oh,
the
man,
different
that would be
types of food. But it's been so like enlightening, like you've educated us
Oh, thank you so
with
much.
new knowledge about Filipino food. So that's always like fun
I'm
to learn
always
something
learning also.
new. Hmm.
I'm still learning. So I would, when I go back to Philippines, I definitely want to learn more about the food in Mindanao because I think it's underrepresented.
Mhm.
And it tastes delicious. I mean, the ones that I've tried, I really would want to try it from where they are,
Mhm.
because
Fresh.
yeah, exactly. So the ingredients I can get here might not be the same as them. They have a local spring onions that we can't get here, so that would make a difference already. So
Yeah.
I so would love to do that. Like, guys, and if anyone out there who's hearing this and watching this, and you know anyone who can sponsor us,
Well,
keep in touch.
yeah.
Sponsor. We don't need translator. We're
We
good.
know
where to
translation.
find me.
Yeah. All we need is
We
a
love Filipino
sponsor.
food.
We need
Yeah.
transportation. Transportation.
Oh, but yeah. But mate, really, thank you so much for taking your time to talk to us, educate us, and like just share your knowledge. And keep doing what you're doing. Like we're here to support you. Let us know how we can support you in any way.
Oh, thank you
So
so much. It's been a great evening, and
Mhm.
I love having to chat about Filipino food. That's one
Mhm.
thing, and it's nice that you guys get my jokes. You know, because not everybody does, and It's something that I want to do, and I feel that you guys have given me the platform to do that, and I hope that the new viewers or people who don't know me before would learn something about Filipino food too, and get that Jonathan Romano on my Instagram, because he might be able to learn a few things from my
Yeah,
recipes and
I
stuff.
think we'll go
He
into
must
his
be
Instagram
headhunted
tag.
right now.
We'll tag him.
He
He
must
might
be
get banned from
headhunted.
the Philippines. You know how Philippines
Oh
bans.
my
Oh my god, if that reaches the tax,
Yeah, he's banned.
you will shoot him
Not
on
get out.
arrival. If you see him, shoot him.
Yeah. No, but it's true though. That's what they do in Philippines. If anyone says, is it?
Something
There's a
bad.
few actresses. What's her name? Claire Danes. She's like permanently
Yeah,
banned from the Philippines because
yeah,
she
she
said it
is.
smelled. She said it smelled, and like,
Yeah. Oh,
They
yeah.
will
You can't
shoot
say
but
him.
anything
yeah,
bad about Filipino food.
yeah.
You just get
But,
banned.
but I hope
Thank you so
everyone in
much
the
for having
chat
me.
has. Yeah, we. Thank you. But we've had so much fun, and like, if anyone, let's shout out the chat actually.
We're going to do a roll call.
Yes.
So
We
thank
don't.
you to Glenda, Roses. There's a lot of international viewers, May.
Our roll
Charlie.
call consists of Tiny Mike.
I like that.
Tita Roses has she's got her mic. We've got Tiny Mike.
Who else is there?
I want to buy one of those.
He's
They're
little
so
Tiny Mike.
cute. JC
So yeah,
Rissa, who is on YouTube. Yes, thank you everyone. Thank you for locking in. Please, please, please follow May. Like we kid you not, like she will make you hungry, but it's all for good
yeah,
reasons. Like
exactly.
connect with your Filipino belly.
And let's manifest this.
Let's manifest ulam
This,
after the stream.
exactly.
I'm trying to attract Tocino.
Yeah. I'm hoping. I don't know if Jimbo can hear me. That there's food when I go downstairs.
Heat that double and rice.
Yeah. Adobo and rice. A bit of tocino.
Oh,
I know.
But yeah.
sobrang gutom.
But guys, we're streaming again on the 18th of May. Same time, 7 p.m. GMT, 8 p.m. Is it CET, CEST? I don't know. I need a
There's
world
too
clock.
many times.
But yeah, follow us on Instagram if you don't already, and follow us on YouTube as well. So click and subscribe, and we'll update you with more info about our next stream. So what we usually do, we're gonna go into someone else's stream. Don't know who's
Raid. Who is
Oh,
on?
why do we do it in somebody else's stream?
Oh no, we just raid
Give them a
out,
visit.
and then we'll be off. We go offline.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
So I have Miyamo, I have Showtime, Calvin, Nico, Pinky's playing Call of Duty. Let's go to Showtime.
Yeah, let's go into Showtime. Thanks, guys.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Let me
Keep the kids. Stay on, May. Yeah.
Okay.
let me try and
Bye.
wait. Let me type in his name.
Can keep on chatting.
Keep on
So I bet
waiting.
everyone's hungry now. What's everyone eating?
I'm so hungry.
This never-ending food talk.
You just
What's
told
everyone?
and you're like, wait, eating.
Actually, what
This
is
reminds me
everyone
of
eating?
a proper Filipino goodbye, in it takes us
Yeah,
like an
it's like,
hour to kind
yeah.
of say
Sige,
bye.
bye. Sige.
Oh,
Sige.
by the way, did you
Sige.
speak to
This is exactly what it is. And this is what our show's all about. It's like it could go serious, it's serious.
Sira, Sira,
It's
Sira.
sira. Mga
Sira,
sira.
as in sira.
Sira.
Sira ulo.
Yeah.
Who else is there? Mugen. Thank you, Mugen. Elaine. Thank you.
Oh, hey,
Thank
Elaine.
you. Who else is in there?
Bye,
Donnie,
Glenda. Good
Sandra,
night.
Stormzy. Take care, everyone. Please
Take
tag us with
care.
your post-stream meals.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, we're going to raid out now. Bye, guys.
All right, bye. We
have raided out. Let me end.